You spent 12 years in school, and not one class taught you how money actually works. Nobody taught you how to build credit. Nobody taught you how to invest. Nobody taught you why rich people keep getting richer, while everyone else stays trapped in the same cycle. That changes today, because in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you 5 money rules the wealthy use every single day, and why schools never wanted you to learn them. Here's something most people never realize. Every dollar you own is either working for you or working against you. There is no middle ground. Right now, millions of people are leaving their money sitting in a bank account, earning almost nothing, while inflation quietly destroys its value every single year. And the scary part? Most people don't even notice it happening. But wealthy people think differently. The moment money hits their account, they give it a job. Some of it protects their future. Some of it buys assets. Some of it goes into investments that keep growing, even while they sleep. A high-yield savings account earning 4 or 5%. Index funds averaging around 10% over time. That's the difference. Poor people work for money. Rich people build systems where money works for them. Think about it like this. Imagine your income is a basketball team. You're the coach. Every dollar is a player. But most people leave their best players sitting on the bench, doing absolutely nothing. And then they wonder why they keep losing financially. The wealthy don't waste money sitting idle. They make every dollar produce something. And that leads to the first rule of wealth. Never let money sit still. Your credit score is one of the most powerful financial tools you own. But most people are playing the game completely wrong. And the scary part? They don't realize how expensive that mistake becomes later. Here's what banks never tell you. A credit score above 740 can save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. On a $300,000 mortgage, the difference between a 620 score and a 760 score could cost you over $60,000 in extra interest alone. That's not a small mistake. That's years of your life. So how do wealthy people build strong credit? 3 simple moves. First, pay your bills on time, every single time, because payment history makes up 35% of your score, the biggest factor. Second, keep your credit utilization low. If your credit limit is $1,000, don't use more than $300. Banks want to see control, not desperation. Third, don't close old accounts. Length of credit history matters. That first card you opened years ago, keep it alive, even if you barely touch it. Because your credit score is more than just a number. It's a financial door. And the higher your score becomes, the bigger the opportunities that open for your future. Most people think investing is only for rich people. That's the lie that keeps people broke. Because the truth is, you don't need thousands of dollars to start building wealth. You just need consistency. Let me show you something powerful. If a 22-year-old invested just $100 a month into a low-cost index fund tracking the S&P 500 and left it alone, with the market's historical average return of around 10% a year, by age 62, that money could grow to roughly $673,000. Now, here's the crazy part. Out of that $637,000, only $48,000 came from their own pocket. The other, $569,000, came from compound interest. That means the money started making money, on top of money, year after year, decade after decade, quietly, automatically, while most people were sleeping. That's why compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in finance. Albert Einstein reportedly called it the 8th wonder of the world, because people who understand compound interest build wealth, and people who ignore it spend their entire lives chasing money instead. The rule is simple. Start small. Start early. And once you begin, never stop. Here's a truth wealthy people understand that most people never learn. Wealth is not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. And the crazy part? The tax code is filled with completely legal ways to keep more of your money. Most people just never learn them. Take a Roth IRA. You invest money you've already paid taxes on, but when that money grows and you withdraw it later in retirement, you pay zero tax, not $1. That means decades of investment growth, completely tax-free. Now look at a 401 CAC. Every dollar you invest reduces your taxable income today. In other words, the government is literally rewarding you for investing in your future. And then there's the HSA, one of the most powerful accounts in America that almost nobody talks about. Tax-free contributions, tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. That's what's called a triple tax advantage. The wealthy understand these systems. That's why they legally keep more money, while everyone else loses more to taxes every single year. And here's the truth. These tools are not reserved for millionaires. They're available to ordinary people too. The difference is simple. The wealthy learn the rules, and most people never do. The average millionaire has multiple streams of income. The average person has one. A job, one rope, holding their entire financial life together. Now, think about that for a second. What happens if that rope snaps? What happens if the company downsizes? What happens if the economy crashes? What happens if you get replaced? That's why wealthy people don't rely on one source of income. They build systems. And no, that doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means starting small and building intentionally. Maybe it's dividend stocks, paying you every few months. Maybe it's a digital product you create once and sell over and over again. Maybe it's a skill you monetize on weekends. Maybe it's real estate generating income while you sleep. None of these streams start big, but over time, they stack. And eventually, the pressure stops sitting entirely on you. That's the part most people miss. The people who become financially free in their 40s usually started building extra income streams in their 20s. Slowly, quietly, consistently. Your job was never supposed to be your entire future. It's your starting capital, not your finish line. Because the real goal isn't just to make more money. The real goal is to build a financial system so strong that your money starts carrying the weight for you. Here's the truth nobody taught us growing up. Wealth is not luck. It's a system built on habits, knowledge, and time. Put your money to work. Build your credit like it matters. Start investing, even if all you have is $100. Use every legal tax advantage available, and never depend on one single source of income, because one stream can disappear overnight. But systems keep paying you. And the crazy part is, none of these ideas are reserved for the wealthy. They're not secret billionaire tricks. They're simply financial lessons most people were never taught. And that is exactly why this channel exists. So if this video changed the way you think about money, hit the subscribe button, because next week, we're breaking down the exact investing strategy a 25-year-old used to retire at 40, starting with no inheritance and a salary of just $38,000 a year. That video might completely change the way you see money forever. You do not want to miss it.